The Prime Minister's Citizens Assistance and Relief in Emergency Situation Fund, also called the PM CARES Fund, was created on 28 March 2020 amid the coronavirus pandemic. The fund was said to be used for combating and containment and relief efforts against the coronavirus pandemic and similar pandemic situations like this in the future. Soon after that, a PIL was filed in the court that sought to transfer funds in the PM CARES Fund to the National Disaster Relief Fund, as both are currently providing relief in dealing with the coronavirus situation in India, so that the transparency of the fund stays maintained. But on Tuesday, the Supreme Court dismissed the PIL by stating that funds of PM CARES Fund are not transferable to NDRF and it can neither be merged with it. The Supreme Court explained that the PM CARES Fund is a public charitable trust and not a government fund. The contributions by individuals and institutions to the PM CARES Fund is utilized for the public purpose and fulfillment of objectives of the trust. The nature of the PM CARES Fund and NDRF is different, as one is a public charitable trust and the other is a fund established under an act. Many, including opposition leaders and activists, have criticized the Supreme Court's decision on this. Congress spokesperson Randeep Surjewala said in a tweet that the SC judgment is a body blow to transparency and accountability of government to people. At a time when transparency issues have been raised in the country, what is your take in the whole situation? Indore, a city known for its poha and jalebi, has now earned recognition over the country for its super clean streets and localities. Indore has been ranked number 1 since the last 4 years in Government of India's Swachh Bharat Sarvekshan. Earlier, like many cities in India, it had large dumpsters and not so efficient cleaning routine. People did not take cleanliness so seriously and sanitization was only a government responsibility. Here are 5 steps that Indore took that changed its avatar in the last few years. Rather than a government's movement, Swachhta was made a people's movement. People were made aware through repeated catchy jingles. Walls in the city were painted with lime bricks. Strict fines were executed with offenders. Waste segregation was promoted. Sanitization workers were given responsibility of blocks in the city. Indore administration installed door-to-door waste collection system in the city with 30 lakh people. Every Indori would remember waking up to Indore Rahega number 1 jingle that was played on loop on the garbage vans. They also made it compulsory for residents to segregate wet and dry waste, which were disposed in separate compartments. Clean dustbins were set up in every nook and corner of the city. Spitting was strictly monitored and fined. The dry waste in Indore is collected and separated at different nodal points for recycling. Plastic polybags are strictly prohibited. If any, they are recyclable. The trenching ground near Indore is transformed into a city forest and garden. City locals twice a week make compost out of wet waste from their household, install at local gardens, schools and hotels and give them to the municipal corporation for distribution. Unlike other cities, waterlogging is no problem in Indore. The streets are free of solid waste which doesn't choke the drains. Around 350 million liters of domestic sewage is chlorinated and treated at 3 different plants and disposed in the Kanha, which is fit to use in irrigation and power generation in nearby dams. Unlike other cities, the streets in Indore are cleaned and vacuumed in the night. Indore adopted this practice from Gujarat's Surat. This way, workers are not interrupted while cleaning. In the last few years, Indore has set an example for other cities in the country that if people and government choose to work together, they can achieve something extraordinary. After getting postponed twice, the National Testing Agency announced the dates of JEE Mains which is scheduled to be held between September 1 and September 6, and the NEET exam is scheduled for September 13th. Owing to the rising number of COVID 19 cases every day, students across India are scared of putting their lives in danger and have been protesting against it ever since the announcement came. A hashtag NTA postpone JEE NEET is trending on social media, where students are putting their reasons to postpone exams amid corona and flood disasters in multiple cities and districts across the country. Not just that, earlier this month, more than 11 students from different cities moved to Supreme Court petitioning for the postponement of JEE Main 2020 and NEET 2020 examination. But the Supreme Court rejected the plea and said the life has to go on despite COVID 19. The latest guidelines issued by the authorities say they will require the student's self declaration form mentioning they have not tested positive for COVID 19 and they have not had any symptoms in the recent days, which will be then verified by an exam center officer. NTA says that the examination is going to be held with the precautions and it is not going to be postponed further. As the pandemic is going nowhere and the cases are increasing every day, do you think that the JEE NEET exams should be postponed despite taking necessary precautions?